Good evening, Kutztown. I'm Diana Minogue. Coming up in the newscast, Princeton University has a meningitis scare, and a minister performs a same-sex marriage.
And I'm Jeff DePalma with an update on football, and soccer looks to continue their postseason play. We also have Casey Montague with your Kutztown weather forecast. Newsbreak begins now.
A Whitehall man allegedly beat his son with a belt in a Home Depot on MacArthur Road Wednesday afternoon. Police radio dispatchers noted that several customers were involved in stopping the man. The investigation is ongoing and will have more details as they become available. Princeton University has had a meningitis scare on their campus and is currently debating whether to make an unofficial vaccine available to its students. With 7 confirmed cases since the spring of this serious illness, the university has endorsed the use of a vaccine that is still pending CDC approval. Princeton's administration has recommended that any students experiencing symptoms should receive the vaccine once it becomes available. This health scare reminds us how important it is, especially on a college campus, to keep up with your vaccine so that you and your friends stay healthy while at school. Anyone who has not yet received their flu shot for this year can still do so at Beck Hall or at your local pharmacy. Try to get this taken care of over Thanksgiving break if you can. It's that time of the semester when finals are approaching and tension is building. The Kutztown Gaming Club helps relieve some of that stress. Newsbreak's Kate McMeans has the story.
With the stress of finals looming, it's important for KU students to take time to relax and blow off steam. Members of Goku, or the Gamers of Kutztown University, seem to have found just the outlet for that.
Is anyone looking for Xenographers?
Our club is open pretty much to anyone on campus and off. To become a member, you just have to attend 4 meetings, and our meetings are 7 p.m. in the president's room here in the sub on Wednesdays. I think a gaming club is really important to Kutztown because it gives the students a chance for one night out of the week to come here, get away from class, all the stress of college, and just game. I think it's really important to have that night to just set aside and not get stressed out.
I'm a physics and math dual major, it's education, so I'm usually very stressed throughout the week, so Wednesdays I just come here for 4 hours and just enjoy myself and just shoot some steam, and I'm sure anyone here can relate to that being college students.
It's not just the benefits of stress relief. Many students have found a whole new group of friends through Goku.
I think the games played here, specifically at club, unite a lot of the members. Pretty much all the members who have similar interests in games can come here and play it and have fun.
Everyone here has the same attitude towards each other. Everyone here is my friend. Like, we have nicknames for each other. The friendships are great.
So whether you're looking to make some friends, blow off some steam, or just come play some games, make sure to check out the Gamers of Kutztown. I'm Kate McMeans reporting for Newsbreak.
In state news, a minister of the United Methodist Church is currently on trial for performing a same-sex marriage ceremony for his son. Reverend Frank Schaefer violated church doctrine in performing the rite, although he testified in court that he believed he was upholding God's law by administering the sacraments to everyone. Schaefer's penalty for this serious offense could be as severe as being removed from his position. Court proceedings are still underway for what promises to be a highly publicized case. You know, Jeff, I feel like same-sex marriage has just always been a huge topic in the media.
You're right, and this story is no different. In fact, we'll continue to keep an eye on it as the story just unfolds.
Absolutely, and we'll be right back after these commercial breaks.
Mic check. Airing Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and Fridays at 1 p.m.
sure to tune in Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. to catch co-hosts Devin Raventoss and Eddie Rishid as they travel around the Berks County and Lehigh Valley area, exploring some great places to visit. Camera One re-airs Wednesdays at 7:30 and Fridays at 12:30. Don't miss it!
Do you remember how dark and windy it was this morning, Jeff? I thought for sure we would have a huge storm.
Yeah, and it just started to clear up later. It's so strange how inconsistent the weather has been lately.
I agree. Let's head over to Casey Montague to see what the roller coaster of the weather has been doing today.
Thanks, guys. Good evening, Kutztown. Today we had a high of 38 degrees, but with the wind, felt like it was 31. Tonight, it will be dropping down to 25 degrees, so if you plan on going out, be sure to bundle up. Tomorrow, we'll have a high of 46 degrees and a low of 27. Now for your 5-day forecast. On Wednesday, we'll have a high of 46 and a low of 27. On Thursday, we'll have a high of 49 and a low of 34. Friday, we'll have a high of 54 and a low of 41. And on Friday, as you can see, it will be raining. There will be a 60% chance with a high of 54 and a low of 41. On Saturday, we'll have a high of 54 and a low of 24. Sunday, we'll have a high of 33 and a low of 18. As the rest of the week goes on, it will be getting a bit warmer. Besides on Sunday, it will be getting a bit colder. But now back to you guys.
On Friday, 45-year-old Kempton woman Joanne Costa was arrested for trying to hit her boyfriend with a pickup truck outside of an Allentown convenience store because he said he wanted some time away from her. Costa was charged with simple assault, reckless endangerment, harassment, and driving an unregistered vehicle. She is currently being held in the Lehigh County Prison with her bail set at $20,000. On Friday night, South Dining Hall hosted a craft night in the lower dining area. It featured ceramic lessons from students in the craft department, soldering sculptures, handmade feltwork, wood burning, and macrame. Tomorrow evening at 7:30 p.m. in Schaefer Auditorium, Kutztown University is proud to host the 28th Division Band of the Pennsylvania National Guard. The 28th Division Band is the oldest performing musical group in the state, serving around the world since the Second World War. They have played for several presidents and in various public ceremonies, and now they come to perform a free public concert at KU. Come on out to enjoy this piece of living history with a night of wonderful music. Black Friday will be starting up earlier than ever this year. Local retail giants like the Lehigh Valley Mall in Whitehall will open its doors at 8 o'clock p.m. on Thanksgiving Day in anticipation of Black Friday. It's all part of a growing trend for stores to give shoppers a head start on what has become the biggest retail day of the year. And it's not just at the Lehigh Valley Mall. The outlets at Sands and Bethlehem will welcome the holiday head starters at 10 p.m. on Thursday evening, and area Walmarts are planning to push their opening up 2 hours to 8 p.m. The King of Prussia Mall, Montgomery, Oxford Valley, and Quaker Bridge malls also join the Lehigh Valley complex in opening at 8 p.m. The stores are hoping to use this extra time to bring in more revenue from holiday pre-sales. So Jeff, have you ever been to a Black Friday sale?
I actually have, and I gotta say, it was really, really chaotic. It really just isn't my thing.
Absolutely. Everybody has to get a head start on those Christmas sales.
Yeah, you're right. But we're gonna head over to something that what is my thing. Coming up next in sports, the football team finishes up their season, and soccer continues their postseason play. So we'll be right back after this commercial break.
I'm Adam, and I have your 3-minute drill on BTL.
Hey, I'm Kara, and I'll be taking you around campus for student interviews on Outside the Lines.
I'm Alyssa and I'll be rounding up the latest sporting events on Weekend Update.
Hi, my name is Dyllon. I have your top play of the week on BTL.
Hi, I'm Jared.
And I'm Zoe.
And we're your hosts for Halftime.
Hey, I'm Haley.
And I'm Steve.
And we're the hosts of Between the Lines.
Tune in Wednesdays and Thursdays at 7.
And Fridays at noon for all the latest breaking KU sports updates.
And remember, being outside the lines only gets you the scores.
But here in Between the Lines, we get you in the locker room.
It's that time again, Kutztown. We're going to recap all the stats and stories from this past weekend. The football team won its last game of the year against Edinburgh as they stomped the Fighting Scots on Senior Day. The defense put up possibly its best performance of the season, with Zachary Delt picking up 2 interceptions in the game. Offensively, in the final game of his career, running back Curtis Wortham carried the ball 20 times for 132 yards and 2 touchdowns, with a 39-yard run going for a touchdown on the final carry of his career. Josh Luckenbaugh turned in the best performance of the season, completing 26 of 34 passes for 251 yards and 3 touchdowns. Wide receiver Alex Tanis hauled in 4 receptions, ending his season total with 76 receptions, which is the most by a true freshman in Kutztown history. Kutztown has won the last 3 of 4 games and has lost 4 of its last 5, to end this year strongly with a record of 4-7. As the football season comes to an end, the boys' basketball team's season begins. The season started off well, getting a win against Goldie Beacom by the score of 62-58. Kutztown guard Ryan Connolly scored 13 of his 20 points in the second half to stop a late run by the Lightning. Josh Johnson went 5 for 6 for 12 points in the game. He led the team with 9 rebounds and had a pair of blocks as well. Kutztown shot 40% from the field and 41% from beyond the arc. The defense played well, causing the Lightning to only shoot 32% from the field and to go a measly 1 for 16 from 3. After getting the first win of the year, Kutztown will return to action November 20th at 7:30 against Wilmington. The soccer team's season has come to an end after their 6-1 loss against IUP in the second round of the NCAA tournament. It was a rough day for the Golden Bears early as they fell behind 5-0 before halftime. Kutztown was only able to score 1 goal in the second half, leaving a bitter end to one of the best seasons in Kutztown history. While the seniors will be missed, there will be a bright future for the Golden Bears. With many returning starters, there is just a feeling of hope for the coming season. And we're going to wrap up tonight when we turn to the Kutztown swim team. Junior Kaylin Davies would win 2 individual events on the day, and then she teamed up with senior Elizabeth Metz, junior Jessica Blyler, and senior Zoe Sianis for a 3rd win on the day. The Golden Bears saw multiple 3rd-place finishes, including Blyler grabbing the bronze in both the 100 fly and the 200 fly. These performances helped Kutztown finish in 3rd place in the day, with 464 points. East Stroudsburg held on to its 1st-place ranking, finishing with 637 points, and followed by Montclair State with 610 points. Well, that looks like all the time we have for today. If you want to look up more stats and stories, then head over to kubears.com.
That's all we have for you tonight, Kutztown. We'll see you again next Tuesday.
For Diana, Casey, and the rest of the crew,
Good
night.